Vocea mea nu, dar nu zic că nu se aude? Porni sau nu, it's supposed to fucking give me the... There's no music. I don't understand what's going on. Da, dar de cum, cât timp? Nu știu de ce am live așa mare, trebuia să fie oprit de ce. Acum se mai aude?
Stai să nu. Deci s-a auzit de când a intrat direct live cu microfonul. Fără muzică, fără nimic, s-a auzea tot. Gata.
I don't know why this takes this fucking...
Mă auzi și eu pe tine,
Dar mă întreb de unde căcat este, că ăsta e mutuit sau ori n-am sursa... Stai puțin.
De ce? Pentru că se aude, nu se aude ca în microfon. Se aude ca și când e ceva mai departe.
Da, cred că e din camera. I don't know what the fuck this camera, this fucking stupid camera. Nothing ever works, baby. Nimic nu merge de la început să-mi bag piciorul. Ah, god damn it. Hold on, guys. If you can hear me, I don't know if you fucking hear me. Fuck! Did you hear that? Fuck, dude. Sorry, guys, like, I apologize, but this fuck everything. Fuck every fucking thing. I already got demonetized. I started swearing. You're supposed not to fucking swear. It's never easy. I'd say I need some music, but it's time we get this puppy going because some of y'all have work in the morning. I wanted to take the day to actually talk to you guys and see, have some of your messages read and all this shit, because a lot of times I talk about whatever the fuck is on my mind, and then I rarely get some messages. I don't get that many nowadays, but still, it would be nice to go through them. And anything you guys may want to talk about, drop it in the comments, and I will read it today. I have no articles, no nothing. It's just a quick little chat with y'all and some old fan mail, because I have a few messages I haven't opened, like, on the main page. All right. Let's see what you guys said. Rada is here. Hey, I never got to read Rada's reply. If you, I know I recommended him a few podcasts ago, but if you go type so R-E-R-A, no, that's Rera, R-A-R-E, right, on YouTube. You can find a music channel with some cool ass mixes, and this kid does all of them. He's Romanian. Turns out he was, like an old school fan of mine. And we kind of chatted on Insta a little bit. I was curious, Rada, since you're here. I keep wanting to make music, dog, and I swear to God, I have some dope ass lyrics. Like, I've been pouring them throughout the years when I find moments of inspirations. I can mix a little fucking, like a little voice with like a pre-recorded instrumental or whatever, but it takes me ages. I have to remember how to recompress and all this shit. And I barely had the grip on them anyway. I know it for like a cinematography level. I know how to add echoes or whatever the fuck, but mastering and all this shit, it's actually mixing, how to put the fucking things in the mix. It's I try to cut out frequencies from the other fucking tracks and kind of make it doesn't sound quite right. So I asked the kid if if he also mixes. So he says, thank you for yada yada. Thank you for help out. Always a pleasure, buddy. Thank you for the good music. So mix production. Sorry, reply. Yes, indeed. Haha. Glad you like him. No, not really. So cel puțin la un nivel înalt. That was so like blue balled me for a little. Dude, I don't need like a high level of doing it. If you can, we can chat, dog. We can chat, and maybe you can teach me a little thing or two. I worked a bit in Ableton. I also work in this Bitwig fucking program. This what is it? NLE? No, that's for video. Mixing software. Anyway, Marco Matei, hi dude. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Here for this live. Ah, fuck, I forgot to press record. So, Paul, this podcast will officially be started now. Hey, for when he edits the episode. Matei says, here for this one live. I think it's a good idea to have a format when from time to time you answer questions from subscribers, similar to what Bill Burr does on his podcast. Dude, Bill Burr has been such an inspiration throughout my life. I mean, joking aside, and haha, we all stole jokes. Bill Burr, I discovered him like 2007, 8 or something like that, and then I fucking killed all my, friends and girlfriends and everything with fucking trying to listen to like I nagged them to listen to him. And when I discovered the Monday morning podcast that he does, it was such an inspiration for me. It truly is. It gave me confidence to do anything I ever done, and everything I ever done in a creative sense. Because he speaks freely. And for those of you who don't know about the Monday Morning Podcast, it's one of the oldest podcasts out there, and also inspired Joe Rogan and everybody, I think. Stop spitting in the microphone. And the man mostly just talks by himself. and it cracks me up, and it gives me this personal like feeling towards him because he actually lets his brain go, and I was like, fuck, that was so much on my lane. You know what I mean? In my lane of like, oh shit, you can be stupid and just let your brain. Of course, he has like the master comedic, instinct, and he has Andrew, which is a proper assistant that can prepare materials for him and messages and everything, which takes a lot of energy, and you end up not wanting to do it just because you have to do all that shit besides the work you actually have to do. But his podcast and the way he is just inspired me to be like, let it rip, dog, let it go, which is incidentally one of his stand-up special names, let it go. You should start with that one if you guys don't know about Bill Burr, which you should by now if you've been watching me for a long time. Some questions there crack me up. 1 minute late coming. Okay. Hope you're not masturbating because you're nervous about this. Oops. Yeah, no. No masturbation for me today. Sorry, guys. That's just plain old speaking. Ice cream dream. I like your username. I'm waiting to masturbate. Okay. Want to start a 12 people session of masturbating, guys? Okay, so you started your own little thing now. Sorry to disappoint, but it lags once in a couple of seconds. God fucking damn! I don't know why, guys. My internet is foolproof. Baby, did you turn your Wi-Fi off and everything? I don't know why the fuck, guys. I'm supposed to have. Well, actually, I don't have that good of an internet, but it was working before. Hold on. I don't know, man. You can't fucking count on nothing nowadays. I have to like shut down the computer and whatever. Even if your computer's idle or some shit, if you open some sort of torrent or something, it will just keep uploading shit, and then you think your upload speed is good, and it's not. That wasn't the case here. It's just everything is turned off. It just don't have good enough signal. I hope y'all can hear me. All right, let's get into some messages. In the meantime, maybe you guys can write some of your. Do you even fucking ask? Does YouTube answer everything for you guys? Tell me about your fucking sex lives. Tell me about your relationships and shit. Fucking, ask something that you're not fucking, find an answer, same fucking answer every time. Put me to the test, people. Okay. Facebook, man, I rarely go into these messages. Let's try to find a couple of historical ones that I never. So this is ROMERCIAL. 15 messages that appear unread. Of course, most of them will be in Romanian. So I'm gonna read this in Romanian because there's mostly Romanians listening, especially since I haven't posted in a long time. Of course, some of them are Romanian. I'll answer in English. All right. All right, let's do this. Teodor Decu says, eram adolescent când mă uitam la ROMERCIAL și mi se părea lejer cel mai mișto și chestii de pe YouTube românesc. Nu știu ce s-a întâmplat între timp, ce mi-ai făcut, dar am fost surprins să aud de tine fix într-un context ca ăsta cu roastul. Asta e cu roastul tău. Alright, this is about a roast I did, like, which wasn't, it was Master's roast. It was a fucking straight up go fuck yourself for a dude that kind of wronged me in the past without even fucking knowing me. Anyway, din respect pentru tine am urmărit cu atenție până la capăt ce ai avut de zis, chiar dacă cu greu. Yeah, part of the idea was to be cheesy about it, so it hurts. The jokes at the end were pretty good, some of them. You guys can suck it. Alright. Poate doar în cur de părerea mea, dar vreau să știi, asta venind din partea unui fan vechi din România, că e profund greșit videoul pe care l-ai făcut. Nu știu ce bine credeai că îți va aduce. Any publicity is good publicity până când chiar faci de căcat, ceea ce fără dubiu s-a și întâmplat. Sper să ai claritatea mentală necesară să faci un pas în spate, să vezi the big picture și să-ți reconsideri poziția cu privire la videoul ăsta. Nu mai bine Go fuck yourself, kid. First of all, thank you for the guy says he supported me during the years. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've done good work. What I have done in past years is what I always do. Not give a fuck, dog. I don't give a fuck. That was burning on my soul, you understand? I do none of this with this some sort of grand plan. I know if I do good work, and I obviously have my own company now. I do production work for other people. They pay me big bucks, decent bucks to make a living and buy some, grow my company. I did that with blood and sweat and tears, and thank you for the kind message. But it didn't bring me shit in the past either. No guys know my story. And at the highest, at the lowest of low, when I almost shut down ROMERCIAL, and I got another fucking 10,000 of these messages back in 2015. Don't go. This is easily the best show on the fucking whatever. And I was like, please do a collab. Just do a collab. And I did my best to fucking do a collaboration. And this fucking cunt or his partner or both of them. You know what I mean? This fucking cunt calls everybody and be like, fuck that dude. Why? Just fuck that dude. And half of those fuckers who smile in my vlogger meetings, afterwards they go fucking do coke in the bathroom. I say nothing. I'm like, all right, kids. Right? These fuckers who smiled, and a lot of them, they're like, yeah, okay, fuck that dude. No explanation. Never met this fucking dude. All my blood and sweat and tears. And I was like, I wanted to tap out anyway. I did that episode. No, do another one. And when I finally did the fucking season 2 or whatever the fuck, so 2 episodes of season 2 of the ROMERCIAL show, those last 2, right? That was all sweat and tears, baby. I wasn't fucking earning, nothing. Doge million was born the muscle, motherfucker. And this fucker just because he could, just because he could. And that always bothered me over the years. So there was no plan, and there's never gonna be a fucking plan that am I let my do this so they react. No. I wanted to say suck a dick. And for those of you who thought it was, shitty of me, I don't give a fuck. All right? My fucking soul is clean and my balls dropped. They're bigger than before. Even bigger. You understand? Fuck that dude. And fuck all of y'all. Yes, I don't judge nobody who's his fan and doesn't know the context or whatever. That doesn't matter to him. You understand? I don't care about the notoriety of it or whatever the people. I relish the hate. Because in the end, I know in my soul I'm fucking right. And I was wrong. And as long as he heard it and heard he was a cocksucker, plus the little extra fact that when people Google his inevitable roast, because he's going to be more, successful with his mediocre bullshit comedy, right? When people say roast on YouTube, this one's going to pop up first. And that just licks my soul's balls. Nothing sexual. Just my soul is like satisfied a lot. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to empty my soul so I can start speaking that fucking language again. My language, Romanian, right? I started with that one because that was the ultimate act that disgusted me, and I moved to English. And I was, in a way, it's not his fault. But that was a little shitty move. I had 1,000 other, you guys who you did follow me over the years, the fucking, all the struggles and everything, right? Like, for those people, but for the ones who don't know me, I don't give a fuck. Okay, you seem shitty. Good. Look at my other work. Look in the history. Look at all the shit in English that has only fucking 5,000 views. That was a fucking well thought of things. I fucking predicted a lot of fucking things that even now are talked about. I ain't get no respect. So if I'm not gonna get any gain out of this, and this has been my mentality for 6 years, might as well just fuck it. I'm doing my best. I'm working sometimes even fucking 12 hours a day and then coming back to do these fucking podcasts, and also throwing a lot of the resources I pay my people with, including Paul, right? I pay him to also cut these. This is what it was. I bet you, motherfucker, like you were a fan up until the point that I hit hard, and then you're like, oh, he's not doing Romanian anymore. Fuck him. Or maybe you didn't know English. Whatever the case, Theo, my conscience clean, baby. Clean as crystal. Next one. Whoo! I need a smoke. This I did read this one. Bogdan, you're not. I guess it. This guy says, I don't know if he's trolling or not. He's like, bro, why did nobody say nothing about your roast? Did they really, maybe Theo told them to shut the fuck up? No, nobody, listen. Romania, dragii mei colegi compatrioți, right? România este plină de acum, este într-un apogeu. Se dau bani pentru a face filme, you know. Oh, English, sorry. So in my country, they're giving out a lot of state money, whatever the fuck, so they can make movies. And all the people figure out, then the kids that were 14 then made the vloggers, even some of me, you know, famous up to a point or whatever the fuck. Now they're kind of paying customers now, you know what I mean? And then go rent on Netflix, watch, or when we used to have a cinema, the concept of a cinema, they used to go watch all these stupid little Shelley movies. And I told you about Shelley. I don't have to repeat myself. I know the kid since he was 14. I didn't talk to him for a few years. I get it. He's in that period. But regarding straight up work and this vlogger, it's bullshit. They just figure out people want to see the celebrities they grew up with in whatever fucking thin plot movie that can earn them a quick buck. So now they're not nobody's saying nothing about nothing. I still have some blogger friends that, you know, kind of like my post or whatever the fuck. Like, you, the dude, you know, whatever the fuck happened. I even invited Sergio Florea in the podcast just to talk about something completely unrelated or whatever the fuck, just something that happened to him, and he kindly refused me, you know. He was very like nice about it and everything, but I was like, dude, is that even, you know, what the fuck happened between me and Teo? And, you know, that has nothing to do with you. And he was like, no, I didn't even follow that fucking thing. You guys know what you're doing. I'm like, okay. So some of them just don't want to address it, and others just want to, like, you gotta keep the asses clean so you can collaborate, kiss each other's ass, collaborate, do another fucking shitty ass bare bone movie. You know what I mean? And if you start taking sides when somebody speaks about some shitty partners or whatever, then you kind of cut your branch from under the feet. And no, because the tummy's growling. You know what I mean? So I respect that, but everybody can suck a dick who doesn't understand this. I guess I should have opened these at the right time. All right. This one I answered. Oh shit. It's Baciu Eugen. Bravo, bravo, te-ai saltat cu canalul de YouTube. Acum am văzut. Wow, shit dog. A scăzut cu vreo 10.000 de când ai văzut. Eu sunt Eugen, băiatul care jucai basket în Parcul Regina Maria. Succes să continue. Shit, what's up, dog? Te pup. Am și uitat de tine. Acum mă duc aminte. I should have read this a while ago. Bro, te vei înapoi în română, ești pe la I love you. Okay, thanks. But when you message me, like, this guy is like, you know, we want you back in Romania, whatever the fuck. I already have a Romanian podcast, motherfucker. It just bores you, right? Because I don't take a month of obsessing over 2 frames so you can be enjoyed for 5 minutes and forget. Why am I so fucking defensive now? That just because of that fucking, like, I spoke in my piece. Calm down. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm doing Romanian again. Somebody tell Sergio. Alex Moga. This is the old school dude. I did. This is the guy who was. I guess this was during the roast. Yeah, not that many ones unread, I guess. Let's see what you guys have to say, and then I'm out this motherfucker because I have a busy day tomorrow. Well, I guess it's a talk between Luci, Matei, and me. Where did I left off? Lucian says, I have a question, Cosmin. A few years ago, you took part of a YouTuber's meeting in Constanța. I don't know if you remember, but we smoked a cigarette outside. How did you feel there? Man, we did. I don't remember, Luci. But I think I remember your face from. I don't remember the exact cigarette we have. Obviously, I've had a lot of cigarettes. Is this screen here? Hold on. Let me just. I just want to YouTube your face, Facebook your face, because I know where you know, Facebook friends or whatever the fuck your name. Your name pops a question in my head. Pops a visual. Let me see if I actually remember you and having. Oh yeah, dude, I think I do. I think I do. I don't remember what we talked about. How did it feel then? It felt. It was the time I met. I'm talking to nowadays, and he's trying to like become a director or whatever. I'm trying to help him with advice when I can. Vlad Montano from Montano Brothers. You know what I mean? The big vloggers in Romania. The kid's pretty cool, even if he is in that ripping pussy mode or whatever the fuck they do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. He has big ambitions. I like him. And at that YouTube meeting that we smoked a cigarette at, I met him, met both of them, and it was so cute. They were like 13, right? And they had their dad as their shepherd. So I introduced myself to their dad and to them, and we kind of chatted for a little while. It felt agonizing. I think that was one of the last events I did because people used to call every now and then, like little events. Come here to Pitești, come to Constanța, come to this mall, come to this mall. And the same as with Comic Con, when I got two stages at Comic Con in two consecutive years. I think 2016 and 2015 or something like that. Same as with Comic Con, I think there's a few like fans. They kind of discovered me, and they really really like me, and they kind of wanted to give me, like a little shot. I wasn't that big. I was probably the smallest there. Everybody had like fucking 100,000 or whatever the fuck. But it's not about the subscribers or anything. It's just a kid event, and it was so soul wrenching in a way. I'll be honest. Yeah, I met people and whatever the fuck, we hung out for a while, but as an experience, I didn't. They just invite you on stage, and there's a bunch of like a sea of kids. The whole mall was filled, like all that part of the mall was filled with a sea of kids. I think I told the story before, and there was just people just pandering to the little kids, and some of them were known. They did little moments and inside jokes. I had no connection even in 2013. I told you guys I didn't watch the other vloggers that much. I opened, kind of get an idea of what they do, and that was my time spent on Romanian vlogs. I don't know nothing inside jokes or whatever. Just kids yelling, and then it's my and then I'm on the stage and nobody knows what the fuck I do, so I make a little shitty jokes which might have been inappropriate, I guess. Something like that. Probably said something weird to just amuse myself, because when situation is bad and I have a crowd in front of me, I guess what? I like to have fun at least. Why should I fucking ruin my stage time just for them? It was okay. Some people say, "Woo, what's up?" To the other, there was like, people like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And the worst moment, I think I said the story before, was this was the event. If you guys remember the story on the podcast, everybody split, like they all signed the autographs or whatever the fuck, and a couple of people came, like literally a couple of people, literally two or three people, you know what I mean, came to say hi, what's up. Like usually if I don't get that much approached and I do have the time, somebody just want to smoke a cigarette, and then a couple of kids came and like, can we have your autograph? And these looked like no, too small of a kids to be anything, familiar with my show. And even if they knew about it, they wouldn't have understood shit. Your fucking average 20-year-old in 2015 understood what the fuck I was trying to say. So I'm like, kid, no way you're fucking in my head, like. And then he did this look like, you were just up there, so I didn't get no autograph, so I guess you're here. So you want to give me an autograph? And I was like, sure, kid, give me the fucking thing. And I signed it, and I said, all right, this will be the last fucking one of these fucking kids' things I ever did. And then I had a few other invitations, and I just turned them down. It's like, it's not for me. I try not to judge. I know some vloggers have kids as audience, and they're good to that audience. No disrespect. It just blows ass. It's so mediocre. I hated it. That's my interaction. So I guess we smoked that cigarette before the event. Was this the same event? I think it was in the mall. Yeah. Let's go on. You didn't belong there. You were something else. Yeah. Well, thank you. I think. Marco Monte, I'm still listening small pieces of 5-10 minutes from the Monday morning podcast. When he answers Nia, he kills me, especially in regards to the questions related to the girls' problems. I love it. I love it. I wish I get more questions from the ladies because I have my own spin on it. Obviously, grew up with Bill Burr, and I guess I just have to grow, do this long enough for the actual the girl audience who also dares to ask some actual relationship questions get on here. Until then, I got you fucking masturbators. All right. Um, I do love the Nia. Nia is Bill Burr's lovely wife and mother of his children, and she's the shit. Actually, my girl, like, had a lot of like the girl I'm probably gonna marry. You wanted that, you guys know. Like she has a lot of that. It matters for a woman to have attitude and her opinion, and not become. Of course, not to ignore you. You don't want to be a cuckold or some sort of. But it's nice for a girl to kind of like melt when you make when you affirm yourself, and you have to do that right for that to happen. She can't fake that, right? Her pussy dictates. But it's also like I like a woman like sharp enough to see the little boy in me too. You know what I mean? And know how to stand up to that little boy when hit. So I need to respect you to also fuck you properly in a way. So Nia inspires that in me. Like their dynamic is so cool. Where they did from Bill Burr, I learned to chill the fuck out when it comes to like I dated obviously a lot of girls in the past, and one of my long-term girlfriends used to watch the Kardashians a lot. Maybe that was where my hate for this mediocre type of entertainment like grew. But at that time, I was very judgy about it, and I was like, "No, this is implication that you like want these or whatever, not want, but this is gonna dumb you down eventually, and all this shit." And she always kind of like, I think, understandably at this age, but not back then. She's like, how about you? I watch what I watch, and you watch what you watch, and then what we watch together, right? And I just couldn't take it. And it was one of the piling reason of why we eventually broke up because I thought she was mediocre, right? But it kind of stayed with me. Like, fuck girls who watch, of course, if she watches just that, you should fucking like beware just that. But this is not wasn't the case. She was like a normal girl. She also enjoyed that shit. And Bill Burr and the way he handled Nia in the 2010 2012 podcasts, their discussions made me chill the fuck out on this subject. Like, we don't have to like do like everything or whatever the fuck. Because I realized I have my own little stupid little things that are maybe they make sense in my head, but it's stupid from outside. Like spending hours on gaming or whatever the fuck, just living in that world. She lives in that world. The girls do. You know what I mean? And Burr handles Nia so elegantly, and he knows when to pound down on her and make fun of her, but she doesn't take it. She doesn't. She knows he's joking, so she fires back, and there's that little play between them. And Bill admits when he kind of fucks up, and if Nia, she kind of like turns. So it's a nice, lovely dynamic there. It's also I love him, and he taught me a lot of things. This being one of them. Chill the fuck out. As long as you're overall like happy with your woman, she can't be perfect because you're not fucking perfect either. So how about you take a look at yourself first? Hilarious Monday morning podcast. You guys should listen to that podcast. Um, sentiment probably I need a girl. Probably you do. Thanks for go fund yourself reference. Belly boy. um, I might have gotten "Go fuck yourself" from Bill Burr too. I think I do. Go fuck yourself. It's just such a double-sided remark. If it's a friend, you go fuck yourself. It's like obviously get out of here, right? You know what I mean? It's fucking like somebody you despise. Go fuck yourself. It's perfect. You just lay it out there and let the person decide who, in which way you said it. Lucci says, people come and people go. Sometimes family is the only people you need. Or keep your circle small, less people, less bullshit. My life philosophy, my friend. I have a lot of friends, and some of them I don't see, I don't keep in touch with. But when I do, I try to remember the person they were and the way they made me feel when I met them. We used to be friends, so they're basically just took a pause in time and we're still friends unless I pick up on you changing too much. But yeah, keep it small. Maybe I keep it too small because my world is so I'm so I like my bubble. I like my cave. I like the dark side. I like to just bring out the filth. I'm working on the song, like I said, Rare, if you're still here. One of the verses. It's not a verse, it's not complete, but it's basically I try to make fun of the language, like talking stupidly, and I go, uh, why am I stupid? Why does I stay up late? Why does I masturbate? Because the filth creates something like that. Because the filth does creates. I like being alone, introverted by nature, I guess, but also I appear on YouTube, so you figure that fucking one out. I know, dude. I have good friends, luckily, but there's still some disappointment after some years that people don't even call you or ask a simple call you or ask simple what's up. I don't know about dude. If there's you didn't call them, did you? You know what I mean? If you're talking about keeping in touch with friends, that's my philosophy. Like, well, we lost touch, or do you put this little key? Because I had this counter, like, oh fuck, he didn't call me in that much time, so and I was the last one to call. That was fucking remembered that, or she's your friend. You know what I mean? Maybe they have a fucking problem. They're like, you just lost touch. You lost, and I didn't try to force it. I never tried. I was like, fuck it. If we get together, good. If it's your birthday, maybe. Sometimes I call my friends. I didn't call for fucking. I just pop up a fucking like video. What's up, you dumb shit? I miss you. I did this with my buddy Tibi, who's also trying to start a travel vlog. He's a sailor. I miss Tibi. He used to be my best, like my benchmate in high school, and the ones we would go home and whatever. I miss this motherfucker. I went to Bucharest, and then in England, and he fucked off on the sea. So we went up both ways. Then we talked. We were like, oh, what's up? I have to meet him when I go back home. So yeah, don't. I'm sure there's a limit there where you should make an effort to. But if it's circumstantially not, we didn't talk for long, whatever. Like, it's on you if you feel bad. I personally, I'm like, I'll remember the last time we saw each other, and how cool you were, and that what's up, motherfucker. It's gonna be genuine. You know what I mean? Don't have to force anything, because especially with Facebook and everything, and when we're connected with so many people, and there's this kind of pressure to like keep in touch. You ever like just get friends in on Facebook, and then you feel the pressure to like a few of their pictures, and then they kind of fade away on Facebook too. YouTube the same, subscribing, and you like, and then it kind of fades away. What do you feel bad about those people? You know, like I said, you how we can psychologically, biologically remember 300 or 400. We're tribal fucking beings, even if we got fancy clothes in the last 2,000 years. You're cave based. That's what we're biologically designed to do. So any other fucking person is noise. You're supposed to know only so little about your aunt. You're supposed to think, I have an aunt in Brashov. She's a fucking sweetie. Every time we see her, she just brings me candy. She pinches my cheeks. I didn't fucking need to know that my aunt fucking is, pro-Trump or some shit. I didn't need to know that. And now I'm filled more with hate. Now I'm brought even more in to my own introversy, because I'm like, fuck everybody's shit. So I protect myself against that. Even Facebook, like, fuck it. I don't need to see everybody's pictures. I unfollow people or whatever. I don't need to know. I'm protecting my own brain so that when I do meet you, I'll be a better person. You should do the same. Just saying. Hey, what's up, Raluca? Raluca Iona is here. Raluca, you should give me a couple of new movies to watch. I just can't get the time to get started with that one. But maybe if you tell me another one, maybe I'll see that one too. Luci. Aveai 10K pe atunci. Eram cel mai entuziasmat de acolo. Woo! You go way back then, dude. Morning, y'all. Morning, Cosmin. Mama, Ren is here. Ren in the house. In Texas, you don't say y'all, you all. You say y'all, which means you all, unless there's a lot of y'all. Then it's all y'all, which means all you all. Isn't that amazing? Yes. All y'all. All y'all is stupid. Have you ever tried psychedelics? Dude, I have a fucking episode. Hold on, I'll paste it to you. Since we're live and we're chatting as friends. I did this fucking thing where I took fuck, I think I made the episodes after I took the mushroom. Probably, yeah. I took mushroom. I think I did one about mushrooms, didn't I? Psychedelic. Huh? I have, but I don't know where the fuck it is. Something with Amsterdam. Hold on. Turn down. Oh yeah, it was also about Bill Burr. It was last spring, not this spring, last spring. This is the video link. Hold on, you can watch it. I talk about the Bill Burr fucking thing too. This was my second visit to Amsterdam with my girl. That's the episode with. I'm not sure. I think that was the last day, and then we took the psychedelics, or I took them at least because Joanna puked them out. Listen, I was flying out on Monday. We won. They have truffles in Amsterdam because they're legal. You can go in, fucking purchase the intensity or whatever the fuck of psilocybin it contains. I picked the second strongest, not the second strong, the second least strongest for myself, and least strongest for my girlfriend, just because that's how you try any drugs. You know what I mean? You go first, you do a test run. So we took that, and I was like, fuck it. We bought bus tickets to the outskirts of Amsterdam, so we had like huge. It was spring and sunny outside, so we had the fucking hills and shit. Not a fucking single day of rain. The whole fucking 8-day stay in Amsterdam. So there was these the classic Amsterdam fields like with the windmill, and it was very pittoresque. You know what I mean? It was very rural, and I was like, if I want to experience a psychedelic, I know I want to be one with nature. So let's fucking go, baby. We took the fucking things, and that was Saturday, and we're supposed to do it Sunday because Monday we had to fly off back to Romania, and Sunday, fucking rain, rain like, huh? What do you mean? After you took them? No, but I mean it was shitty. That's why we ended up. Then you got bad. You also were feeling pretty bad. Why the fuck did you eat them then? I don't know. It was a shitty day on Sunday, so we ended up staying inside of our Airbnb room, and I ate my girl's pussy for 2 hours, basically. But it's true, baby. There's nothing wrong with intimacy. It was probably around 2 hours. It felt like 2 hours, 2 good hours, because I was high and everything was moving and shining. Oof. So yeah, it's I don't know if it's for sex or whatever the fuck. But basically, I told my girl you're supposed to chew the whole fucking thing because it tastes like moldy peanuts. And swallow it, and then have a sip of water, and have something sweet nearby, because in case you get too paranoid, fucking sugar neutralizes the psilocybin effect on your brain. You snap back in another 10 minutes. So everything, I always do my homework and shit, especially if I, also involve my girl, because I had my vital moments. But my girl is like, no, I'm a fucking chew these one by one, because when you chew the fucking truffles, the psilocybin truffles, the space truffles, right? They taste just like a peanut because they're dry and they crunchy. But the aftertaste is like pure mold cum. I can't even describe. They don't make any sense together. These are two words, but that's what it tasted like. Mold cum. And of course, my girlfriend ate. When I was like, she's like, no, I'm not eating these at once, not at all in one shot. I'm gonna eat these ones. Baby, that makes no sense because you're gonna feel the aftertaste every fucking other swallow. So you just fucking take a mouthful, just like me, chew that motherfucker, and swallow like a big girl, just like me, right? Like a big girl. So she never did, and by the last one, she puked everything out. So I doubt she had any effect. She says she barely had it in the beginning and it faded off. But for me, it was fun. Good music on, like always. I had these IKEA painting with just a few lines, and that motherfucker was basically a vector sound scope, like a sound wave, just on the music, and also you got live 4K and also or 8K or whatever the fuck, and also live motion blur. Like if I just focused on one spot, everything was crystal clear. And it fascinated you too, right? Because I don't know what the fuck. stirs your curiosity up. If you're a creative person, your mind flows. It was nice, but everything was crystal clear and you can kind of focus on shit. But if things started moving, I had my girl like just do this. I was like, "Girl, baby, just move like this for a bit." She looked super motion blurry. Super motion blurry. I didn't have any big revelations, but I didn't have the biggest dose. And honestly, my serotonin gland is constantly stimulated, so I might need a bigger dose to actually go all philosophical. But it was a pretty decent trip, and I had a lot of fun. All right, guys, I think I'm getting gold. I think I might need glasses. I might need glasses. It's so like writing. I used to be able to read. Now it kind of seems like I don't know. Oh, Cosmin with the backup. Cosmin with the. Ren says, I think there was one where, yeah, you were in Amsterdam. I'm really curious about your experience. Love you, dude. Love you too, buddy. I know you're old school. We met. Sorry for forgetting shit, dog. I forget half my fucking shit, so don't worry about it. Thanks for the philosophy. Much love, Mark. Silvia Dinko, why do you still make YouTube videos, live streams without having success? I think I said this in the beginning. I'll keep repeating shit. It's not the end of the world. It's a way of dealing with my stress. I get to vent. I get to say things that are on my mind, and I know from my years of experience, and even if I've dressed up all those shows or whatever the fuck, nicely, and you thought you liked the show, in the end you liked my opinion. Either you like to admit it or not. If you were ever part of the fan base of that show in the past, probably we're on the same page, at least from a couple of aspects. So I recommend a lot of people, a lot of pretty big vloggers started because of me. And I'm not saying I helped or anything, but I'm saying I went to them and I was like, you are starting a fucking vlog. Right? No bullshit. I don't want to give out names, but it's true. I advise my friends too. Express yourself in some way. Do it, because I lived a lot of years where everything bothered me, and because the mediocrity is so loud, then you think you're alone in the world. It feels like you're alone. Everything frustrating you, and maybe you see maybe similar things on 9gag or whatever the fuck, but you have no connection directly there. You're just thinking, man, I'm surrounded by fucking idiots. Some hardcore like you relate to no one, even if it's not idiots. You're like, this is not where I belong or some shit, or my thoughts. I have nobody to talk these thoughts. You have your friends to talk some shit with, but at a certain point you need a few good friends you can go deeper with. If those are in other countries, because that's life and we try to do it, or have too many kids and don't have time, whatever, you're going to feel so alone. I did. And my brain all goes 1,000 thoughts per second anyway. That's the way it always worked. And I don't mean that always as a compliment. Sometimes it's to my detriment, right? By doing this, it allowed me to be like, oh shit, my friends, some of them I didn't even know I could talk these things about. And I talked to them about, then I grew my confidence on being in front of the camera and discovered that, oh shit, there's a lot of people in the country. And what do you know, in the fucking world? So you find your bubble, you feel less alone, and you might discover that it fuels you to enable your creativity even further. You know what I mean? Where you thought you couldn't. And none of this would have been possible if I stayed in my old grouchy little, like, fuck the world, fuck this. No, I choose to speak. And we'll sticks and stones, who gives a fuck? I'll send a dick pic even if the girl is married. Sticks and stones. If he tells me not to, I won't. But, if she asks for it, I'll send it. I close my eyes and then I die. And then at night, I took a shit and you take a shit. And then you die at the end and I die at the end. So what's this? Guys, this is coming from like a super shy person and as a kid. That's how I fought this, and also doing trying stand up when I was younger. Just shit to get out. I know you hear this everywhere, and now it's very popular to say get out of your comfort zone. It wasn't that popular in 2013. It was more like, do the best. All right. You have to do these things. especially if you're introverted like me, because it unlocks this other shit. I told you we all have demons to fight with, and we all have extroverted people need to learn to be more okay with them being alone and not freak out and now seek out every 1,000 friends because they can't handle their own loneliness and by extension somehow their death. And introverted people they dwell in that domain too much and they get themselves depressed, and then you can't function in the real world, and it's a spiraling down loop. So you can go crazy no matter the psychological tendency you were both born with or you developed during a kid, right? Because as an introvert, you can go where you don't see a horizon anymore, which I can speak to that personally. And this uh, self sabotaging spiral, nothing really matters, and you become really empty and you jerk off too much. Or you're that extroverted dude or girl, especially girls, right? That can't stay alone with her thoughts for 5 seconds, and she either has to call her boyfriend, or if her boyfriend doesn't answer, she has to call some friends. And if those are busy, they're assholes. And you know those girls. Those girls can't fucking stand still. Why? Because they can't, and they're gonna drive away all the boyfriends. And when the boyfriends don't comply of whatever, they'll cheat. And some of them learn a lesson, some of them don't. But the point is, those girls need to be okay with so those. I guess those girls need to find ways to be introverted because they're extroverted by nature, or feed the demon, baby. I think extroverted people that do vlogs are probably the most successful. That doesn't mean it will help you. I think you should try to complete yourself, no matter your tendency. So yeah, that's a long way of saying that's why I still do this. I like it. I'm also in the industry. I make commercials and whatever the fuck projects and live events and whatever the fuck I get. It also is a nice chance to get myself pissed and test out my equipment and show that I have a good show and I can make a good show, which I can when there's a budget. uh, all of that. That's why. Okay. Okay. Um, Marius, if you ever want to move away from Romania to another country, which country and why? Oh shit, dude. I've been thinking about that lately, but where the fuck else is safe? I don't know, Canada? Maybe. The thing is my dad died, as some of y'all know. So not that my mom is helpless or whatever, she's probably more healthy than me and she's a successful businesswoman, more successful than me, right? Or I'm successful because she raised me and my dad raised me, right? So she's got her shit together. She's always gonna be like, but fact of the matter is, Canada is all the way the fucking over there, and the times is strange. And I feel like, especially in crisis periods, I want to see my people, and I want her being alone now or just having my grandma. I want her to see her grandkids and enjoy them. I'm not gonna take that for her. So I think I talked about this before. This is too late of going at the moment. I'm catching roots here. I'm doing my industry here, and even with the people from America that I work with. Thank God for the technology that allows me to do it from here. So maybe locally, and by locally I mean Europe. But I don't know about that. If I were to choose in Europe, probably avoid the Eastern European bloc because I'm going to the same country or worse from where I am. France, I'm not attracted that much. Spain, it's for visiting. It's not, you know what I mean? Maybe northern countries. I have a friend, Susanna, and she's happily married there. She has a couple of kids. She looks happy as shit. Probably not the best summers or whatever, but that's why traveling was for. That's what traveling was for. Maybe yeah, Norway, Sweden. Why not? Holland, mm, Belgium. All this like maybe there. I feel like people are definitely not England. I've spent 2 years there, but I just it's too shitty of a weather. I know it's even shittier in Norway, but I don't know the overall fucking feeling of I don't. So I'm gonna go with northern countries if I were to go, right? But since I don't really like doing research, by the way, we still didn't book our Airbnb for the fucking fuck. Then I probably just choose Amsterdam because I've been there and then there's weed and people are nice. All right, a couple of more. Does that universe wanted you to keep you inside? Hope you had fun either way. I always have fun. Maybe too much fun. And then I get all deep. It's perfect. That's a lie. I don't always have fun, but I have fun doing what I love, even if it's stressful. So I don't take that for granted. Hope you didn't puke. Heard from some people that it can cause nausea, but after that, it's all Gucci. I didn't puke. I took it like a champ. I every drug I ever tried, guys, and I tried a few of them. A little bit of water is your friend. Your friends will be like, just fucking take this. What are you supposed to do? Just have some water. You'll be okay. That's not enough advice. You got to do your research. Your friends are stupid. They're so stupid and instinctual, and they're on drugs. They should not give you drugs when they're on drugs. They're like, you'll be fine. First time I took MDMA, and also, I know I said this before, but don't say try. You try the drugs once. You did it the second time, you're doing the fucking drug, even if you're doing it rarely, right? First time I took MDMA, my friends were like, take this pill, drink water, stay safe, have fun. Boom, 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 boom. They went into their fucking. I'm fucking mad out of my mind. Oh, my dick activating. I was scrunching on my teeth. Nobody ever fucking. But I always had like water, little sips of water. But there's more to tell. I always say I'm gonna start a series about drugs. I never do. I wish I have a sponsor for that one because it's gonna cost me money. But for drugs. But yeah, you're supposed to like remind me to burp, motherfucker. If you need to shit, don't fucking hold it in. Go poop so you're fucking, because then you'll go, your body's temperature will rise and then you go all crazy and then you lose your train of thought. And that's when the bad trips happen. So there's all these biological states you're supposed to know. Don't fucking eat before that long. Don't, eat healthy in the last few days. Get some rest. Don't go fucking blasted and then you take it. Then the epilepsy crisis or whatever the fuck you can give yourself start when you just take it like a stupid ass fucking teen. But your friends, they're like, take this and enjoy. You'll be fine. Don't be a pussy. Well, I'm not a pussy. I take the smallest dose. Then I see what the fuck it's about. Oh, I get it. This puts me in my demon side. Oh, psychedelic. I get it. This puts me on my spiritual side. That green motherfucker. And then there's that red motherfucker. Green and red, guys. Yeah, that's how you do drugs. Carefully. And not very oftenly, which is easy to say. We'll get into drugs, I hope. We probably won't. I'll never have enough budget to actually properly hold one of these shows like these YouTubers do. I'd do it, and who knows? Bill Burr did it. He used to just do it. Who gives a fuck? He just did it, dog. He just plowed ahead. He made it. It's possible. Chin up. More. Movie. The Devil All the Time. Netflix will appear so. The Devil All the Time will appear so. What do you mean? So it's gonna be out? Hold on. The Devil All the. Starring Tom Holland and Robert. Hold on. Ooh. Yeah, we didn't actually see this. So it's with the Spider-Man dude. Let me just mute this shit. It looks pretty good, at least from what I see. I always fuck this up. There you go. So I can't play the audio because it's probably get me blocked. Yeah, there's something about country folk. Oh shit, and it's this dude. What's this called? Vampire Boy. If he's a vampire, Robert Pattinson, yeah. If he's a vampire in this one too, he lost at life, but he probably won't be. What the fuck? Yeah, whenever you involve like 60s and rednecks and all this type of shit, you can make just do good sound design. Press on the suspense. And then you always have something creepy. It looks good. You wanna But sorry, Raluca Yona. But you know, let's see. This one looks like he's about to like ask her for a blowjob or some shit. It's probably gonna be some sick shit like this, like she's innocent, and then he kisses her paternally, and then just kind of like pulls her head into his lap. Maybe it's just wishful thinking right now. I'm not sure. Excuse the purpose. Uh, guns, bitches, stitches, and crosses. Oh, here we go. Oh man, come on! I was right about that scene. I swear to God, this is the first time I ever fucking see this movie. I bet, even if they don't show in the trailer, I bet that's what's gonna happen, and the continuation of that scene. Yeah, I'll see this movie. I'll see this movie. Thank you, baby. Write it down. It's noted, guys. I keep trying to put back the fucking we did me and Yuana. We did a quite funny review of that movie 365 DNI. It was fun to do at least, but I had Paul chop it up and into like a 20-minute like viewable episode because the original live stream they removed it because I was streaming from Netflix. I was like, fuck that shit, you can critique, so just cut the Netflix sides and just put the movie on. Now it wasn't blocked because of Netflix, but guess what the fuck YouTube does? In the end, in the beginning, they used to manually have somebody review. So if you got blocked by somebody, you then submitted a request, and then it went to some YouTube person who eventually got to it and either continued blocking it or unblocked it based on the reasoning you gave, right? And I granted the antenna. I want to try to sabotage my show every time because I was speaking on that fucking asshole. What's his name? I forgot. I picked on all of them and everybody. But yeah, now guess what? They just get to the copyright owner, so they sent my review popped in the what is it movie house that did it, and these fuckers blocked me. And when I contested that shit, I wrote the reason. I got this YouTube message saying, "Oh, hold on, I think I even print screened it. I might have." It said like the request is gonna go to the person. This reasoning will go to the person who blocked you. And who would have thunk they blocked it? They didn't accept the reason. Like, dude, this is a movie critique. Like, what's that fucking show called? Everything Wrong With, or movie trailers or whatever. It's a long format movie critique. I just took pieces and we talked about it. These fucking cunts. I hope you see this 365 DNI creators. They're called Next Film Angora Esa. Fucking cunts. I all hope you'll choke on dicks, donkey dicks, until you can't breathe. So who would have thought? YouTube did. So what's the point of having a review? Of course the person who blocked me is going to want to keep blocking me. Fucking YouTube. And then you send my reply to their block where I say, listen, this is a movie review. I'm within my copy, within my rights to. I played no music from the movie, even when I did with the commercials. I had the same problems, right? When I was critiquing commercials, they blocked me, and now of course they continue blocking. They said, "Fuck your reasoning. This stays blocked because YouTube. Why even put that contest button there if it's gonna go to the guys who blocked me? Then there's no further way for me to pursue this. So, like the stubborn fuck I am, I'll just have Paul upload it 1,000 times. Maybe change the name or whatever, the thumbnail, until they get tired of it, or somehow I make it worse and fuck them. I want you guys to have that fucking thing because the guys who didn't see it is being quite funny, and I personally think it's one of the worst movies I saw this year, and pretty long year till now. What? The Devil All the Time. It's not launched yet. I think it's a trailer and it's gonna be a Netflix movie in a few days or something. Marco Monte, I heard New Zealand is awesome. Oh, New Zealand, yeah, maybe. Why not? Again, far away. Unless I can take my mom, which is she wants to die where my dad died, right? So, nah, dude. At a certain point, just if you're young, just go. And it's never say never. Like, I have friends who travel all over the world. But for me, where my home base will be, I'm sure I'll travel and doing what I do, hopefully. if everything goes okay. But my home base is where my family is and where my dear ones are. So I'm stuck with this shitty country by now. If shit will get worse enough, I'll pick up on it and I'll get the fuck out of here with my close ones. Be sure of that. But until then, trying to play my part. Pay taxes just like all y'all. Trying to run a business, help this country, help myself. What the fuck can you do? And I try not to get caught up in it because I can barely change anything. So, like the ones who have been following me in the past year or two, just focus on little things. Find a person I want to help. I try to do my best within the resources and time I have. Then pour into that. Then next problem I have time to deal with. I deal with that when it comes to helping. You know what I mean, or doing stuff. And at the end, just trying to see for my life. All this political bullshit and whatever. I pass by in the feed and it looks so like I know this is always going to be a problem with kids because they, like all of us, we were born thinking you're the shit. And then by the time life hits you in the face and you realize how much of a, dumb asshole you were because you didn't know shit about life at 20, although you were burning churches or whatever the fuck. Then you're 50. The worst part of growing old is the old people also, they're hypocrites now because they don't even identify with the person they were, so they can't cut a kid some slack. They don't know how to approach the youth. So there's that war going, and now everything is online. I avoid all that shit. Who gives a fuck, dog? Like I said, been speaking for the past 2-3 years. You're just charging yourself with negative energy, or whatever you want to call it. Your psyche is shredded to bits. And I'm a single-minded person, you know what I mean? And I don't say that as a joke. There's multitaskers in the world. My quality is, that's why I edit so good or whatever the fuck. My mind is developing on, again, I'm the type of fucker who like kind of stares at the ground for a little bit. And then his friends are like, hey, what the fuck, dog? Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm here. Right? Maybe you're that type of cunt. Because you get lost. I'm good at like going deep on one thing. But I need in that like alone, no distraction space, and I can go real deep, deeper than most. I ain't being modest. It's just a fact. I just go deeper on a subject. Make me multitask, I'm done. I can do nothing good. Nothing. Because I'm get distracted. So I have to have or build enough of my shit where I have people do the little things or that seem monumental to me, although they're little, oh, give a call, go set in a queue for, fuck that shit. I'm not made for that when I have to create, right? I'm tired. I don't know what the fuck I was going with this. Let's go on with the question. New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand. No way. It sounds like they're good people, and might be a good place to. I heard good things too. Fuck New Zealand for now. Unbelievable mini-series on Netflix. No, not series. Tell me movies. I won't start a series. Not to even fucking no. You give me fucking every thumbnail I search from you. It's either horror or this depressed fucking girl looking out the window. I fucking search unbelievable. Let's see. And it's the same fucking thing. Hold on. Unbelievable. Look at this, Raluca. Yo, do you just watch depressed shit, girl? Come on. All right. Oh, an hour and a half, baby. Jesus fucking Christ. Why didn't you tell me I went on for so long? Fucking like to hear myself fucking speak. All right, guys. That was it for today. I'm sorry you guys don't have anything you want to share to me more deeply than, I like in the future. Something happened to you, whatever the fuck. I can go Bill Burr on your asses. He fucking grew me. You know what I mean? I'm one of his disciples. So if you have any issues with relationship and shit, I can be a sweetie. I can be analytical. I can be a cunt. I'd love to hear from you guys. I probably won't, but I'd love to. Hey, have a good evening, everybody. Tomorrow night we have a shoot. So Frustrations podcast is the one canceled this week. I should just do 1 week Frustrations in Romanian and then the other one sort of chaos more realistically because I do have a lot of work and shoots. I didn't work nothing in COVID. That's why I did more of them. Maybe we'll still do, Wednesdays and Thursdays, but for now, tomorrow ain't happening because we're filming at 7 p.m. in the night. So I'll catch you all next week. Sort of chaos, Wednesdays, GMT +2, 9 p.m. But, look for me on Facebook. It's whatever the hour says, plus 1 hour, plus another half an hour. So if I say 8 p.m., it's 9:30 p.m. It's just the way it works. I'll try to fucking get my shit together and give you some more exact hours. I realize this can be pretty stressing, but doing my best. Give me a break. Lovely hearing from y'all. I wanted to say something about something in Romanian that I read. I fucking forgot. Next time we'll look at whatever print screens I take and talk about subjects and whatever else. But for now, have the loveliest of ones. Joe says peace. She doesn't say peace. She says, let's fucking go already. But I say peace for her and for me. Peace.